I am so sorry, but I had some technical difficulties here. Real technical difficulties here. Just trying to get things sorted out here. Having some trouble with my chats right now. I'm so sorry for the delay for the Half-Azz Gamer podcast or Livecast or whatever this is. I will say today I will be talking about Overwatch and my beta weekend. And as soon as I get this chat problem fixed, I will start talking. Terrible. I have no guest today, unfortunately. Not many guests. Just gonna be still me. I think I got it fixed. Problem. I'll let you guys know. I have a program, chat program, that allows me to see now. Let me see all the chats across all the boards, like whatever I'm streaming at. Program allows me to see the chat from one giant window. So that's how I get to see people from across all platforms. And yeah, it was giving me some trouble right here. But I think I may have fixed the problems. The problem was I won't be able to individually. I have to like if I want to send a message to you guys, I guess I have to still individually send it to you. I think I've got that problem fixed, and we can actually go ahead and begin this right here. I think I still may have a problem here, but that's okay. That is fine. And first of all, I want to say welcome all those to the Half-Azz Gamer Livecast. I am your host, and unfortunately, your only person you'll probably be hearing talking today, Rebel Havoc. If you guys are hearing the music, if the music is too loud, let me know. I can definitely change that or fix that. Ooh, man, what is going on right now? Thank you. And we'll definitely turn that down. It's been a while. Been about a week or two, 3 weeks. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've done a Half-Azz Gamer Livecast, and I feel like this one's gonna be the most random of those ones because I really don't have too much to talk about. There's really only one thing I have to talk about today, and as I said earlier, that is Overwatch. But before we start, I want to go over a couple of rules of how this goes. Feel free, if you guys want to chat, go ahead and you can chat. I am definitely watching the chat windows. I am looking at the chats. So if you want to go ahead and chat, or you want to join in the conversation, I am looking at the chat so you can join in the conversation. I'm not here to convince you of anything.
this is just our time to talk about games, just to get our opinions out there. And whether people agree or disagree, that makes us all better people in the end. So, yeah, I'm definitely not a professional. Uh, we're all just gamers. As I said before, I'm not a professional, and we all are just gamers. And if you have any suggestions on how to make this better, BETT, better, just hit me up. I am so sorry. I hate to do this, but there is another problem now. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. All right, I told you I was be right back. I told you that it was gonna take long. All right, I'm so sorry. Like I come back to go do these things for you guys, and like all this stuff happens. All this stuff happens, and I don't really know how to fix that. All right, so our first topic for today is actually going to be. Oh, come on, don't do this to me again. Don't do this to me. There we go. It's going to be Overwatch. Now, I have played Overwatch a lot. What happened to my... Oh my goodness, did it mute the music? It did. If it's saying one thing, it's another thing. I'm so sorry. Now y'all can't hear the music now. I did not know it did that. I'm learning so much today about OBS. I'm learning so much today about OBS Studio. Really. I did not know it did that. There we go. Can y'all hear the music now? Jesus. Can I just get through today's show, please? Please, can I just get through today's show? OBS Studio, why don't you screw me? Huh? Can you do that? Anyway. Alright, so Overwatch. I played the entire beta weekend that they had. Most of you guys know that probably wondering what is my opinion on this particular game and whether it's better than Battleborn or not, because most of you guys know that I really enjoy Battleborn, and I think Battleborn is a really good game. I really do like Battleborn. It is a really good game, and I have to say I also like Overwatch too. I really do. I like Overwatch, but let's dedicate this time to talk about Overwatch here. Overwatch is a Team Fortress 2 like game with elements from a MOBA. So that sounds really, really confusing, and I don't blame you if you are just a tad bit confused about what that means. See, Overwatch has game types, and I'm gonna try to break this as simple as possible for you guys. Overwatch has game types, game types from Team Fortress 2, like the payload game type, where you and your team have to push a cart into the enemy base in order to destroy it, because the cart is loaded with explosives, really, really big explosives. So you and your team has to push that cart, i.e. being next to it while it pushes itself, while the enemy team has to play on defense, trying to prevent that cart making it into their base. So definitely a game type taken from Team Fortress 2. Play a lot of payload myself on Team Fortress 2, and this game that does not play any different. from that one. And the second game type they had in this game was capture the point, where each team has to hold, one of the teams have to hold a point for a certain amount of time in order to win. And they can go back and forth, because there's pretty much in these capture the point games, there's only 1 point that each of the team, there's 1 point between the two teams, and one of the team has to hold it for a certain amount of time while fending off the enemy team from capturing it. So definitely can go back and forth. So these games are actually pretty known in Team Fortress 2. I'm pretty sure there's other game types in Team Fortress 2, but I can remember those two like being heavily played in those games. Now for the MOBA elements that you guys are probably wondering what I'm talking about here, those MOBA elements are the heroes, or the, I don't know what you call them, champions, or if you want to call them. So in Overwatch, you have champions or heroes, whatever you want to call it, and each of those champion and heroes are unique and plays very differently from each other, though they are grouped into specific roles that pretty much play the same. I know that sounds really complicated, so I want to say there's four classes. You know, as much as I played this game, you would think I would remember. There's 4 roles a hero can play. I'm gonna call it, there's an assault role where you're very aggressive, you're all about, you know, killing people. There's a defensive role where your main purpose is to either defend it, or block off the enemy team, or set up barriers or points, or just absorb a lot of damage. Another class is builder, and builder is actually kind of, I want to say, is in between a support and a defensive player. Builders, they kind of, it's kind of weird for me. It's kind of hard for me to explain the builder class, a builder role. Hello, NBD, how are you? Welcome to the Half-Azz Gamer Livecast. The builder role, they're more, I want to say they're there to hold an objective. Like if you need someone that can hold a spot, like really set in like like you need to set foot somewhere, you would need a builder class. And then there are the support class. Now these classes, or the support role, these roles support your other team members by giving them buffs or debuffs. Though there is one support I believe needs to be in a builder, because they're mostly based on holding a spot. But it can be, debatable. But support roles are, buffs, debuffs, heals, and no heals, and mainly heals. Though mainly heals. And as I said, there's one support hero or champion that actually has a teleport. They're mainly there is to hold a spot and actually get your team faster in the fight. So I guess you could say it's like a resurrection or something like that. Even though there is one support role that actually right there on the spot resurrect team members. But anyway, so within these 4 roles, they have a lot of unique and interesting champions. There would definitely be a champion you can find and like and play a lot. I try to find a champion that I like to play in all the roles. That way I can be a more flexible player when it came to playing with my teams, the teams I played. I did heavily play this game with some group of friends that I know from Steam. So I played on the PC. Obviously, guys. Obviously, I need to play on the PC. But I played with some friends from Steam. So I had about 70% of the time I was playing the beta, I was playing with a team. So had a very good observation on teamwork in this game. And I would have to say mixing and matching and switching out heroes, which is you can do in each match of these games, is heavily emphasized. Like you need to switch heroes from time to time in order to get stuff to work. Same for where you're on offense or defense. You have to always be switching heroes in order to best fit the situation that you're in at the moment in time. There have been times that I've switched heroes 3 or 4 times in a match just to try to best fit the situation it is, and they highly encourage you to do that. Very, very strong team play. I totally did not even explain the MOBA mechanics. Now, there is no minions, all right, in these matches, and no minions, no little minions. If you play like Dota, League of Legends, you expect to see little minions and then push the minions to blow up some tower. No, there is no minions in Overwatch at all. There are minions in Battleborn because their games are more MOBA-like, but since this is Overwatch and their games are more Team Fortress 2-like, there is no minions involved in these game types at all. And during these matches, you have to change your heroes. So each heroes they get 2 special attacks, right? And then they get an ultimate. Unlike in MOBAs like League of Legends, Dota, and even Battleborn, there is no level that you earn doing matches. Like, these heroes have their special attacks and their ults from the start, from the start of the game. So, but your ult charges over time during the match, while your special attacks just have minor cooldowns, very minor compared to the ult. Though there are some champions that get their ult a lot faster, like a whole lot faster than the other heroes in the game. But once you start the game, you don't have to worry about leveling up. This game is purely about objectives and teamwork. That is how I would feel the overall feel of the game is. It's all about working with your team, getting to the objective, getting shit done. Since you don't have to worry about leveling or anything MOBA-like, only thing MOBA-like is just how the heroes are set and made up and the roles they play. You use your roles and try to mix and match your heroes in order to achieve an objective. The games can be either really fast or some of them can be quite long. I want to say the longest game I played was 15 minutes long. 15 minutes sounds like a long time, but kept getting overtime. But they can actually be a lot less than that, believe it or not. I want to say it was 15. I want to say maybe 10 minutes, like the longest match I've played. I don't know. They're not very long. Definitely not as long as the matches in Battleborn. But it's very shooty. There is no sprint, because sprint is actually a special ability of one of the champions and only one of the champions. Thank goodness. Now, some of the other champions have movement-based abilities, but there's really no sprint. You pretty much walk everywhere you go to. There's a decent amount of speed to the actual game, but I want to say you're pretty much walking, or you're just walking at whatever pace that's at your champion at during that, whenever you're playing with him. Some matches can go really fast, some matches can go really quick. There is one thing I did not like about this game that I can really say I really did not like. Actually, hold up. There are a couple of things, though, I did not like about this game. The first thing is, obviously there's balance issues with some of the characters. I feel Reaper should not be fucking shooting you across the room with shotguns, but hey, that's me. Alright, that's just how I feel. But I will say there are definitely some characters who get their ults way faster than others. Now, I can understand a support role. Let's give. Actually, I'm gonna put two. I'm gonna talk about two of the champions. The first one is Hanzo, and the second one is Symmetra. Hanzo he's not defense. He is actually a builder. I want to say builder / sniper. He's considered, like the in between support. Hanzo is a sniper class, and he get his ult way fast. I've been in games. I'm not good with this guy. All right, I maybe played 1 or 2 games with Hanzo, but the matches I've played against him, that guy gets his ult maybe, I'm gonna say minimum of 4 times. If it was a good player, minimum of 4 times in a match, he get his ultimate so goddamn too damn quick. Now he is kind of in a offensive class, which I feel should not be getting their ultimate that quick, but then you have Symmetra. She gets her ultimate really fast too. I've played a lot as Symmetra. She is a support class, which is mainly built around defense. Her ultimate is actually a teleport, which actually gets your team faster into the fight, right? So just like the teleporter and I want to say the mechanic. I'm pretty sure that is not that class name. Like the mechanic in Team Fortress 2, where he built his teleporter, is to get your team into the fight faster or in the flanking position. But just like the mechanic in Team Fortress 2, Symmetra has the same teleport that acts the same way. Now I can understand her because her ultimate technically doesn't really hurt anybody. It just only supports your team by getting them faster into the fight. But having Hanzo getting his ultimate, you see those fucking flying dragons all the goddamn time during a match, especially when it's a person who actually is good at playing Hanzo, which is good for them, well on them that they are able to use that amount of skill to get his ultimate fast, But it just, for an aggressive class like him, I just feel he gets it way too fast. He gets away way too fast. But that's just me though. And there are other characters I know that feel like they get their ults way too fast. There's also a lot of one-hit kill ultimates, which I feel is a good or bad thing. I feel like all the assault classes or the aggressive classes, other than the snipers and Hanzo, they should get their ultimates a little bit faster than the other classes, but not like minimum of 4 times in a class in a game. But the second thing I did not like about Overwatch is you die, and then there's a 7-second respawn time, and then there is maybe like another 5 or 6 seconds that you have to walk from your spawn to the action. That can get very, very tedious. And then when you get to the action, there might be a Widow, which is a sniper, which she's a sniper. She could be sitting there and then she'll instantly kill you, and then you're doing the shit all over again. So, I feel like they could cut down the respawn time if they want you to walk back to battle every single time. So I feel like they could just cut down the respawn time and then have you, or at least include the time that you walk. Think about the time that you walk from your spawn to the battle. So they can cut down the respawn time. That really, really annoyed me, because in Battleborn, I hate to say it, Battleborn, you got a sprint button. Every character can sprint. They can get to the battle faster. You can get to the front line faster. You can move around faster. So dying in Battleborn is actually doesn't really hurt too much, because you get to the battle fast, back to the action faster. But I can understand their strategy behind that. I want to say it's cool off time, but they definitely, I did not like that. But this just mainly the balance issue, and walking from spawn is like my serious issue. The shooting mechanics in this game are very tight, well and understood. They are really good shooting mechanics, like better than Destiny shooting mechanics, which is really surprising. And I want to say there are just some champions that are just straight up annoying, but really, I feel like I am a decent enough player, and I want to say is that not the characters are not annoying. I just feel like they're just not well balanced. So, if you're gonna be watching like competitive Overwatch, you're definitely gonna be seeing certain characters picked during this game's competitive lifespan. there will be definitely some characters you'll pick. There'll be some characters you'll never see get picked. I want to say Symmetra probably never get picked, mostly because not only is he hard to play, you have to be on. I want to say you have to be in your top support game if you're gonna play Symmetra. Plus heals over spawns will always probably get picked anyway. But overall, the game, I really liked it. I really liked my time in Overwatch. It's definitely went from I don't really care list to my I'm going to buy this game list. So definitely hit high on my hit me well with this game, especially since I have a pretty good crew I know I can play with from time to time. So definitely going to be down into getting Overwatch. Will I get it at launch? I don't know. We'll have to see. I probably will buy it at launch. It'll probably be the last game I buy. I thought Battleborn would be the last game I would buy, but nope. Overwatch will probably be the last game I will buy. All the other games can wait. So, but overall, Overwatch is a very, very, very good game. Now, there are some things I know there's something you guys have been wanting to know, which is better, right? Y'all want to know which one is better. Is Overwatch better or is Battleborn better? And to tell you the truth, they both are very, very good games. I can't really pick one because I really like both of these games a lot. But you know what? There are some things we can look at objectively to see what we can see. We can kind of judge which one may be considered better. But we're just going to go off my logic here. So, Overwatch is a Team Fortress 2 with MOBA-like mechanics, and Battleborn is a first-person MOBA, pretty much. It is a first-person MOBA with melee characters and range characters. Oh yeah, I forgot to say another thing I didn't like in Overwatch is there was only one melee character. That really pissed me off, especially after playing a lot of Battleborn. Battleborn has a couple of melee characters. Overwatch, everybody's shooting except for one guy. You know, there's one person in that game that has melee, which kind of upsets me a little bit. I wish there was more melee, but anyway, just going by what you're going to be getting for your money. Let's start off with Battleborn, because I really like Battleborn and I really like Overwatch, but since Battleborn is the game I own, let's just start with the game I own. You get a story mode, which can be either played solo or co-op, and you get a multiplayer mode, which is made up of 3 game types, which is Capture the Point, Incursion, which is a traditional MOBA-like game. Not really traditional MOBA-like game with a twist. And then you have Meltdown, which is kind of a mixture between not really. It's kind of definitely non-traditional, but still has traditional MOBA mechanics in it. So, and this game is full price. What, yeah, like $60. You also get 25 heroes currently. The heroes that are going to be DLC are going to be free, but you still have to unlock them. But if you have a problem unlocking heroes in this game, I think you don't need to be playing Battleborn, really. Because some heroes are way more complex to play than the simpler heroes you get in the beginning. There's definitely a reason why they do that. But you get 25 heroes, their skins. They are microtransactions, but you can use in-game currency to get, the skins or gear that you looking for. There is also gear that you have to loot. You do loot gear in the single player mode, and you can buy packs to get gear. And this gear is not actually needed during the matches in the multiplayer game of Battleborn, but they give your character a slight edge. Though in the end, it's always about skill technically, when it comes down to the matches in Battleborn. The same with Overwatch. It's all about skill. While Overwatch emphasizes it more, Battleborn skill combined with your gear will find you a lot more success. Battleborn, $60 game. Is it worth it? I'd say yeah, because I bought it. So yeah, $60. I think it's worth it. Now let's take a look at over here Overwatch. Very good game. Heavily inspired by Team Fortress 2. Also heavily inspired by some of the hero mechanics from League of Legends and Dota. And Heart of the Storm, which is Blizzard's very own MOBA. Definitely straight multiplayer. There is no kind of story mode. Even though Battleborn story mode is not the greatest, it's still there, and it's still, you can do it by yourself in co-op. But there's no single player, but it has top-notch shooting mechanics. I can't say it's well balanced. Even Battleborn's not very well balanced. They're nerfing people all the damn time in Battleborn. Overwatch definitely gonna need some balance. But the shooting mechanics is tight. The team play, if you have a strong, good cooperative team, the team play is very strong. Just in Battleborn, I actually feel like a single player can carry a team. Believe it or not, a single good player who understands their character they're playing with in Battleborn and understand the role and what their strength and weakness are, can definitely carry a team in Battleborn. A two-man team can carry a team in Battleborn. A single person can carry a team in a multiplayer Battleborn. But while in Overwatch, a strong shooting or FPS player, even though they understand the strengths and weaknesses of their character, I feel like you cannot carry people in Overwatch. It is heavily dependent on team play. If you're the Michael Jordan of the team, you're gonna need a Scottie Pippen to help at least. You need at least a second person who understands what's doing to maybe, just barely maybe, get your team a win in that game. Very strong team play. It's multiplayer only. It's online only. I believe there is an offline with bots, but I don't know because I own the internet. And I don't own the internet. I have the internet, and all my time was on the internet playing against players. I do know they do offer bot matches, but I don't know if you need to be off, if you can do that offline with just by your lonesome. I can't answer that for you. Maybe when the game comes out, I'll probably be able to. But it's just a really strong multiplayer game, and that's what makes it good. It's cheaper than Battleborn. If you're playing on PC. If you own a PC, it's cheaper than Battleborn. You can get on PC. You can get just a regular Overwatch edition with nothing other than just the heroes you're gonna get for $40, which is a really good deal. I feel for what we're trying to get past here. Now, they said all the maps and the hero characters are going to be free, and since all the heroes are unlocked, you can expect the new DLC heroes to be free and unlocked or at the start whenever they release it. And also, I will say that they also said the maps will be free too. The same for Battleborn. I forgot to mention that. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I had to back away from the mic before you hear that disgusting burp of mine. But the maps will be free. Now Blizzard said they will add microtransactions. So did Gearbox. They said they're gonna add microtransactions, and I don't know what those microtransactions are, but all I really care about is the heroes and the maps, and both of those will be free, which I think you should really just consider. Those are the two really major things that you need to know. Like, are the heroes or the maps going to be free? Yes, they will be free. Unfortunately, if you're going to be buying Overwatch on console, it will not be $40. It will be $60, and I will have to give a big giant middle finger to Blizzard for that one. They should not have done that, or they could have at least offered the current Xbox and PS4. They could have at least added the $40 version, make it digital only, so they have to like download it. It'll give people fucking options here. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're still not giving people options in that form or matter, but still though, give people options here. But if you're gonna be buying it on PS4 and Xbox One, it's gonna be $60. But you're gonna be getting the Origins edition, which gives you some extra skins for some of the heroes in the game. So, but for $60 though, I would say you'd probably be doing better with Battleborn on the consoles. From a consoles perspective, if I had to pick one game, alright, because both of the games are great, but from a consoles perspective, just overall, you know, if you consider those factors, I will say get Battleborn, because if you're gonna pay $60, at least in Battleborn, you're gonna get at least you get a 5-player co-op campaign. Even though it's 7 missions, it's there. You know, it's there. That's what you're gonna get. You also get a multiplayer. It's a little wild and hectic to learn, but it's there. You know, welcome, Not So Fly. Welcome to the Half-Azz Gamer podcast. I mean, god dang it, Half-Azz Gamer Livecast. Yeah, they definitely can suck a dick for screwing the console players out for that. But if I was gonna get this game on PC, like if I had to pick, literally had to pick one, just for the price, and if I was able to afford the internet, I would probably say Overwatch. I think people will get a lot more time in Overwatch. If you have friends too, like if you have a good amount of people you know are gonna play this game, because you can't carry a team in Overwatch. Like you can't carry a team in Overwatch. Actually, believe it or not, I don't know what to pick, which one for PC. I say if you want to be cheap, get Overwatch, but make sure you have friends to play with, because you are not going to have a good time in Overwatch playing by yourself. I have won about 30% of my games playing solo in Overwatch. All right, you need a team to play in Overwatch. So, but overall though, both of these games are very good. Both of the games play very differently. Both of the games, yes, are first-person view, but and both of these games should not be compared to each other, really. Both of these games are just, I feel like these games are just, they play so differently that it's just really hard for me to play. I feel Overwatch is simpler, easier. I know it will attract more people because of that fact, but I feel like Battleborn will bring in a lot more strategic people, because Battleborn, there's a lot of shit that's going on during the match. You're worrying about your minions. You're worrying about your minions. You're worrying about your gear. You're worrying about getting crystals. You're worrying about your build that you're going for. Even though build is not complicated in Battleborn, they're not complicated. And actually skill plays a big factor in it, but you still need to kind of know what build you're trying to go for, because that build reflects the kind of player or the play you're trying to do with your hero during the match. But anyway, both of these games are really good. People should need to stop complaining. People need to stop comparing these games. I will have to say though, if you're going to be getting the game on the consoles, you're probably getting bet more with Battleborn. But anyway, that's just my opinion. All right, but if you really want to know, I say get what the fuck game you want. If you like Overwatch, you like Blizzard, you like Pixar, you like Team Fortress 2, get Overwatch. If you like MOBAs, you want to try a MOBA that I feel like anybody can get into, get Battleborn, because that's what Battleborn is, a MOBA anybody can fucking get into. Really, it is. So everybody just need to start. Really though, we should not be comparing these games. They're both good. They're a really good game. Hell yeah, get both. Really, you know what? No, I like Fly's idea. Get both. When you get burnt out on Overwatch, play Battleborn. When you get burnt out on Battleborn, play Overwatch. When you had a hard game in Battleborn, play Overwatch, because I feel like the games are easier in Overwatch. Really, they are. It's less thinking, I feel, in Overwatch than it is the Battleborn. But if you get bored of the simplicity of Overwatch, go play Battleborn. There's definitely, I feel like these games compromise each other. If you own both of these games, they compromise each other. Like you want quick, fast, simple, easy to get into games, play Overwatch. You want a little bit complex thinking, it takes time to win games, play Overwatch. Play Battleborn. If you want a single player story to play with your friends, get Battleborn. Want heavy team base, want good FPS skills was heavily based on team play, get Overwatch. You see how these games, they complement each other. It is very surprising how well these two games complement each other. So for my next section here, we were actually going to do a little different here. Something that I ever done on here. And since I really don't have any topics to talk about, we are going to do a new section here. I'm going to call it Take It to the Internet, because I have nothing to talk about. I said I will do one of these, so we are actually going to take it to the internet here. And actually we're going to go in order, because this is the order. We're going to go to my 3 favorite forums that I go to in order to look up game stories here. Are you going to transition for me? There we go. All right. This section, I'm going to call it Take It to the Internet. All right, so we're actually going to go to the internet here. Go to like 3 of my favorite forums here. Actually, maybe I should hold up a second. Hold up. What the hell? Oh no, I didn't want to do that. What the hell? What are you doing? Hold up 1 second. Let me go ahead. I'm not going to make any comments, but look, I should log in, right? There we go. I'm actually going to refresh another page. There we go. All right, so take it to the internet here. Now, most of the time when I come up with topics for what I'm going to talk about here on the Half-Azz Gamer podcast, they usually come from these forums that I read here. There's pretty much only 2 places I go to about gaming news, because I do not believe in video game websites anymore. I don't believe in them. I think they are terrible. And actually, there was only really one video game website I used to go to, and they closed that place down. So we were actually going to go just a couple of pages on these particular forums, and we're gonna pick out stories to read. I'm gonna try to avoid the video ones, because reasons. But I've kind of read through these already, but I'm just gonna pick a couple here and see where we go with this. All right, this is new. Give me a break. There was one I wanted to look at, but I don't see it anymore. Oh, here we go. Microsoft kills Project Spark. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard of this game, but this was a game on the Xbox One, and it was kind of like Little Big Planet. It was Microsoft's Little Big Planet, I want to say, where you can make your own games using the tools that they provided you within in-game in order to provide entertainment for all. And Microsoft just literally closed down Project Sparks. I want to say yesterday they announced it, and that kind of sucks. I love to read the comments for these. I love to read the comments. A lot of people hate Microsoft, believe it or not. Believe it or not, right? A lot of people hate Microsoft, and they definitely love to express it in the in their comments. And usually the top comments is probably the most hated. Like the one comment I know is that people just burn off on. I'm not surprised it had a pretty mediocre launch back in 2013. You can't sell a game as a service without a sizable population. If a diamond, everybody that played wasn't particularly encouraging. Neither was it making and Xbox One and Windows 8 store exclusive. Reading previous Reddit thread is an interesting half and half for Microsoft. I am saying I definitely know Microsoft makes some pretty big mistakes, but I don't think they're the worst company, really. I think there are far worse, businesses going on in the world, particularly U.S. government. But anyway, I feel like they fail on marketing too. Pretty much everybody in this thing. I kind of read this a little bit earlier. Everybody pretty much says, "Oh, they just didn't market it." I will kind of have to agree. They didn't market Project Spark. I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't even know the game was out. I knew it was out because I would see it on the shelves at the GameStop all the time. But a lot of people didn't know that Project Spark was out. The worst company for game goes to Nintendo. Worst company for getting itself in the limelight goes to Nintendo. I downloaded the game months ago after finding out Conquer content was free, but it had been discontinued. Now I can't even log into the game. Why is this comment even high? I click start in the app, check price. This app is no longer available. Well, free, and I don't know why this comment is so high. Like, why is this? What this? Yeah, this. You know what? Sometimes when I read comments like this, I just like, what is this comment? Why is this comment the second one right after someone who kind of just actually kind of contributed? And the next one, like this, I feel like it should be lower. Maybe it's the comments under it, but we're not gonna read all these comments under it. Shit, let's scroll down. I think any love this project may have gotten was killed thanks to that E3 Conquer fake out trolling. But at least they gave us a hilarious JonTron video, so whatever. Yeah, people are upset at Project Spark. This kind of just reminds me how little gamers can be. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna hate someone because they like use my favorite video game camera. Like, if they just act like, I don't know. Never mind. But I highly doubt that's the reason why people hated Project Spark. The real reason, and this guy said it in the first comment, like literally, it was because they didn't promote it, but that's the whole goddamn reason why it isn't. That's why it didn't succeed. And we're gonna read one more comment from here. The E3 reveal looked very fun, but then there were no news of the game, and everyone forgot about it. Last year, I found it at a retail store, and I thought, wait, what? Is it out? Then I checked it out, and it was a bland experience, not fun, not entertainment, just time-consuming. I don't know what looks like Microsoft killed Conquer again has to do with it, but I definitely understand your first paragraph. I feel like sometimes when it comes to a certain fan base, I'm gonna say mainly the Conker's fan base, they're just gonna blame Microsoft for every one thing they do with him. Oh my God, Project Spark. Now they're killing off Conker. How is that? No, they killed off Project Spark. Conker is still popular as he ever was because you're talking about him right now. All right, that's enough of that one. But yeah, Project Spark, guys, is gone. A lot of these can be good. Oh yeah, this one right here. This is a good one. So apparently the Nintendo NX will not be using the x86 architecture. I think we can go to the story here. Oh my God, I don't know who the hell Emily Rogers is. But apparently this lady, Emily Rogers, this person, is really good at getting info about Nintendo, and she said that the NX would not be run x86. If you don't know what the x86 architecture is what is the architecture that mainly is used in the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and on the very PC that you're probably using right now. This architecture makes it easier to port games over from PC to console to PC, because they all pretty much are using the same overall architecture. So it's like saying, imagine everybody had the same house, right? And then your house, you wanted to move house, but you wanted to keep the house the same looking on the inside as your old house. But since all the houses look the same, it was not very hard to set up the house to look just like the inside of your old house. Maybe a couple of textures will be different, but it'll still be the same house on the inside. But it won't be using the x86 architecture. But a lot of people, like this guy right here, which is usually the first post, is probably the best post. This guy right here, he said they're probably gonna be using the ARM architecture, which is pretty much the same as the x86, so it will still be easier to port games. But I think the biggest thing really here that this lady is saying here is that it won't blow away Xbox One and PlayStation 4 in terms of raw power, which kind of has me like, why are they even releasing a console if they're not even going to try to at least match the graphical power of the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One? But she said the NX is 2 times the power of the PS4 GPU, but I don't think she's correct about that. But anyway, she said it won't be as graphically as power, but whatever, whatever. Still, that kind of sucks. I just wish Nintendo would at least try. Well, I can't really say they can't do that. I'm pretty sure whatever specs they got right now is set in stone, because they're going to be releasing, I want to say, early next year. So, yeah. But that sucks, though, that the Nintendo NX does not look like it's going to be the greatest console ever to be released. What everybody wants Nintendo just to do. They wanted Nintendo to pull a Dreamcast. Look here. Nintendo is not Sega, okay? Only Sega can pull a Dreamcast. Nintendo can only do a Wii, all right? All right. We're just all lucky Nintendo managed to pull a GameCube here, okay? All right, let's go to another one here. Some of these topics are never really that good or kind of like newsworthy. I know this is not really oh wow, I didn't want to do that. Whoops. Do not want Total Biscuit open here trying to sue me here. I keep forgetting to click that one. Total Biscuit likes the single player of Doom. But I want to also say that apparently from all the kind of reviewers I'm looking at, all the reviews of the game that I've been reading, the single player of this game is top-notch stuff. Not only does it hail back to the old days of Doom, it managed to mix in the new stuff from modern games, like just straight up looking good. And a lot of people, and I find it's funny because like a lot of things that people complain about when it comes to game is story. Like the story sucks. I complain about it. I complain when story sucks, but the story in this game, people say is so perfect for Doom, because technically Doom didn't have a story. What is it? Carmichael? I can't think of his first name now. I want to say it's Andy Carmichael, but I'm totally wrong when it says that. Or Carmack. Somebody please correct me right now. Well, one of the creators of Doom, when he was writing this, when he was trying to come up with a story, he's like, the story in a video game should be like a story in a porno. Everybody's there just for the good stuff. Nobody's really there. It doesn't really matter because everybody's just there for the porn part anyway. So, so pretty much, I guess I'm going to assume the creators follow the same mythology when it comes to writing the story of the new Doom game, which is very little and a whole lot of ass kicking, and a lot of people seem to like that. They seem to really like it. Doom single player, very good. Now the multiplayer is still questionable, but overall, the Doom single player is really good. Total Biscuit actually said he liked it as the multiplayer, I liked it. I thought it was okay. It definitely was not like old school, but still, you know, I mean, for what they were trying to shoot for, is I think it's pretty good. Blizzard is once again John Carmack. Yeah, thank you, John Carmack. Thank you, sir, for correcting me. Another thing, apparently 9.7 million people played in the Overwatch beta. Do I believe that? Fuck no, I don't believe that. You know, do Blizzard think they're going to get 9.7 million sales? They're probably going to get about 5 million sales. They're not going to get that whole 9.7 million people sales. But they will get at least above a million when it comes to sales. But still though, a lot of people did end up playing this game. Very surprising. So many people decided to play Overwatch. But if you actually kind of think about it, Overwatch has a lot more promotion on the internet. While Battleborn did not have so much promotion on the internet. But still though, that's just to come to show you, Overwatch is a good game. I believe if you did not play in that open beta, I feel like you missed out. But it's definitely a good game. Definitely a good game. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard, but there's gonna be. Oh, I shouldn't. Oh, is this gonna lead to me? Oh, this is UKING. There is going to be a Call of Duty trilogy coming to bundle last gen consoles. Look at that. The Modern Warfare trilogy, all the games in one. And with no Call of Duty game current. Oh, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, and the first Modern Warfare game is being remastered too. And it's going to be packaged with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which Activision can get a big fuck you from me for doing that, because Modern Warfare was definitely one of my favorite Call of Duty games. Actually, it was the Call of Duty game that got me into Call of Duty, you know. But still though, fuck them guys. Oh, Sega is trying to they're investigating. You know what? Look here, we all know what Sega's doing. They're trying to see if they can release Shenmue 1 and 2 in HD. Oh Jesus, I want to look at my background. It's a naked girl, okay? I'll just straight up tell you. But anyway, I don't know why Sega won't do it, but they should. That's all I want to say about that. Sega, stop investigating a Shenmue HD remaster. Alright, just release it. You want money, Sega? Do you like money? I like money. Do you guys in the chat, do y'all like money? We all fucking like money. Sega, just goddamn release it. Don't act like it's hard to do. Alright, you got some money to spare. Alright, get your crappy Sonic team. Stop them from making their next crappy Sonic game. Alright, get them on this Shenmue HD remaster. Make some money and donate about 30% of the revenue to the new Shenmue 3. Alright, just go ahead and do that. Alright, let's continue going down the list here. Look at all these Doom topics. That's a good number. Doom single player is really good. Yeah. What the hell? Never mind. This is one of those topics. This is one of those topics that I read and I'm just like, shut up, man. Shut up. Alright, we're gonna go one more page here. Oh, Uncharted 4 release. I don't know if y'all care about that. I don't really care because I've never played an Uncharted game. Nor I am not intended to play this one. Even though it's reviewing really good though. Yeah, it is really reviewing really good. Hello, Kilma. How are you today? Welcome to the Half-Azz Gamer Livecast. We were just surfing Reddit, pretty much. I'm pretty sure there was another story that came out. I actually read this at the beginning of the week. For like overall big. Oh yeah, Battlefield 1 was announced. Yeah, I think that's stupid, right? I am so sorry. Battlefield 1 is the most dumbest name for a game I've ever heard. Apparently, they're going to have microtransactions in the game too. I did not read this. Let's go. Is there a TRL? Microtransactions about 50 points for some mustard gas. Anyone? You know what? No, I have no problems with microtransactions. The whole idea of microtransaction. You know what I do have a problem with? People fucking complaining about microtransactions before they even fucking hear about it. That's my problem. You know, that's my problem. And yes, Battlefield 1 is the stupidest name. Battlefield, even stupider than Battlefield Hardline. That was a pretty ridiculous name. It was a great Battlefield name, Battlefield Bad Company. That was a great Battlefield name. But oh yeah, guys, you're a big Monster Hunter fan. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's go to the next forum. Now, this forum right here I usually go to. This is just like the general games forum. Like they just kind of cover all topics across all. But since I'm a big PC gamer, I definitely always check out the PC gaming forum. Their PC gaming forum is okay. Not the best, but it's okay. Oh, it's like a twat. A crack was out of drugs and was forced to give a name to get drugs. Yeah, pretty much. There was really nothing interesting. Let's refresh this. There was really nothing interesting that I read about in the PC gaming world, except for the 1080 and the 1070, the new GPUs from NVIDIA that's going to be coming out, and they're coming out on May 3rd apparently. So get your monies ready if you're a PC gamer. Definitely pick up one of those cards. I'm definitely gonna try whenever I get a job. Oh, and The Witcher 3 gonna be getting like some more DLC. Apparently, it's gonna be a really huge, big DLC. I feel like none of these stories are worthy to click on. Only one I could think that's worthy to click on is the 1070 and the 1080. I don't see how this guy reviewed Overwatch, but I guess so. Come on, PC gaming, you're failing me right now. Are these your top topics? All right. Well, anyway, all right, and this is not my number one, but I feel like NeoGAF is like. NeoGAF is I want to say it is the biggest gaming forum on the internet. At least they like to claim it is. But I do know that they do get a lot of developers to come on here. And I hate to say it like this, but NeoGAF is the reflection of the gaming. I think developers see NeoGAF as the reflection of the gaming community. And if they see NeoGAF as the reflection of the gaming community, I feel like we have a poor gaming community. I don't hate NeoGAF. If they see this as the reflection of the gaming community, this is why mistakes happen. It's because of this. Anyway, but they're okay. This place is okay. Oh, but they mostly already cover like the other stuff. But yeah, like I said, in the PC gaming world, the 1080 to 1070, did they have a blip trailer with planes and stuff? Yeah, they had trailers with planes and stuff. But the 1070, 1080, they're gonna be released May 3rd. Oh, May 27th. I'm sorry, and June 10th. I don't know why, but yeah. Probably the biggest thing. Actually, let's go ahead and let's refresh this because this their form moved at a pretty fast rate. If you don't see anything on here, whatever. See, they mostly cover stories already. Like that's the same shit we saw. Blah blah blah. No, I kind of wish that they had just a straight up news section. Just trying to find like the big stories in this form is like the worst thing ever. I wish I kind of read ahead a little. This form, I didn't read this form ahead of time, but I could have already guessed they already covered the same stories I already read. Oh man, and you know what? For biggest offender for posters, this form definitely has some of the biggest offenders. Like the strongest of fanboys are found here. The strongest of fanboys. Like some of the people will say on the, I can't believe that. Like, do you? Oh my god. I don't think we're gonna find anything good here. It is the weekend, so usually nothing is posted on the weekend unless you care about Halo 5. But I don't think Halo 5 new content is like really big newsworthy. I'm glad that they are still, updating one of my favorite games. But is it noteworthy? No, not really. But you know what? That is it. That's it for that. That is it for taking it to the internet. I'm so sorry. I thought I would find some more good stuff, but I guess not. Not today. But is there anything that you guys want to talk about here? Now is the time to bring up any topic that you wish to discuss. Now is the time. This is probably the most half-assed of the half-assed podcast. It really is, but that's how I like to roll. It is definitely how I like to roll. Is there anything that you guys wish to talk about? Y'all want to talk about? Now is the time to bring it up. As you guys are thinking about all that, I wanted to give a word from our sponsor today. Today's sponsor is Rebel Havoc. He wants to say that he's very appreciative of all the viewers that he gets here today at the Half-Azz Gamer podcast. Not the most, like a Jesus. And he also wishes that that our host would stop calling it the podcast and call it a Livecast, goddammit. But he really appreciates all you guys coming out here to watch today's Livecast. Definitely not the greatest Livecast, but the day that we actually have a great Livecast will be the day that I'll probably actually start making money off of this. But anyway, but if you guys don't have anything else to say, I'm actually going to end it temporarily, and we'll probably be back with a game to play here. Trying to find some people to play Battleborn. Probably just run some solo mission. Probably run some solo stuff. I don't see anybody like. Refresh, please. Can I get it? Is there even a way to refresh your goddamn Steam list? I don't know that. Is there a way? That? Armor 3. What about Armor 3? 80% off. Wow. On Steam. Yeah, I guess that's good. But Arma is like a really hardcore game. How you gotta read those you gotta read those titles there. You get your, but oh my god, they got carts on Armor 3 carts on sale for $1. I might actually buy that. Do I even have this? Yeah, you gotta read those promotions. They were like, oh, up to, you're like, oh, 80% off, because they highlight only the 80% off, making you as a customer think that you're gonna go to the page. You're like, oh, it's 80% off. Then you realize, wait a minute, it said up to 80% off on other titles. I hate you, games. I hate you. But yeah, make sure to read those ads clearly and carefully. I wish it. Wow, am I having? What the hell? I'm having screen tearing now. I've never had screen tearing before. Oh, wow, that is bad. I might have to restart my computer here. That's crazy. I've never had a screen tear like that before. Okay, now I stopped. Never mind. All right, that was like the super noticeable one. Anyway. Well, guys, if you don't have anything else that you wish to talk about, that is going to be it for this random episode of Half-Azz Gamer Livecast. Thanks to you guys for hanging out with me. Damn son, do you ever get the blue screen of death? I have gotten the blue screen of death. Thanks guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome as always. I am so sorry about how bad this one is, but you know what? It happens. Thanks guys. Hopefully, if I do this again next week, I will have some topics planned out for you guys. But I just felt like kind of just randomly doing this. So yeah. Yep. This is how this came true. Now this is not the actual official end of tonight's stream, but this is the end of the Half-Azz Gamer podcast for this week. I mean, god dang it, Half-Azz Gamer Livecast. One day I'll say it right. One day, and that day is I'll probably start making money off this show. But anyway, that will be it for this week Half-Azz Gamer Livecast. This is your. I will be back in a couple of minutes. Give me a couple of minutes. I just need to fix some things back in the settings so I can start my normal stream up here later. Yeah, so don't stress. Don't be sad. I'll be back. All right, guys. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. Good.